Welcome to Chaos to Clarity, where we discuss healing trauma with godly guidelines. I'm your host, Jean. Today's episode is going to be about time. You can't get it back, so stay in the moment. Y'all know the saying, you can always make more money, but you can't get more time. It's very true. Time is not renewable. It's irreplaceable. Money is renewable. True wealth is using money to buy back your time. Prioritize moments with family and focusing on health over material gain. There's always going to be another job, another deal, or another opportunity out there to make more money. But time, it doesn't wait. It doesn't reset. It doesn't come back around when you're less busy. A personal story of mine would be like kids asking to go somewhere, go on a trip, or you know um for years and years I was a single mom, and I was like, we can't afford that, we can't do this. And I learned along the way to kind of cut back in some areas to be able to just do like a small trip with my kids. They don't really need anything super expensive, guys. They just want to be with you, undivided attention, and do something fun. So we started doing our little annual beach trips, and it was just like a long weekend, and it wasn't super crazy or you know over my budget. But I realized in those moments that life was passing by, and I was waiting for when we weren't as busy or when we could afford something. And in the meantime, my kids were growing up right before my eyes. And so I learned to kind of reevaluate and realign our life a little bit, and, cut back in some areas so that we could afford to go on a little vacation together. And that was something that I don't know that if the kids needed it more or if I needed it more, but it's something that we look at it, we look forward to it. And some of our best memories are just like hanging out, not doing too much things. So don't think that, you know, waiting until you have more time or you have more money is going to work, cuz your kids are, growing up before your very eyes right now. Those of you that have young kids can relate to this. So I just think that it's super important. I mean, just go fishing, just be in the moment, enjoy the little things. I know as parents, we get frustrated on the day to day basis, but, you know, all those little moments are going to be what makes the big moments when you look back over life one day. You know, every hour we spend stressed out, distracted, chasing things that don't really matter, it's time that we can't get back. Money can buy us comfort and options, but it can't buy back moments we miss for people that we didn't show up for. You guys are going to probably feel it a little bit with this one, but oh, I can't go to your awards or I can't go to your class party because I have work. And I understand some jobs are not as easy to get off of as some, but none of those moments can be gotten back. Baseball games, ballet, just anything. All they're looking for is a familiar face in the crowd. I'm so thankful that I've gotten to be there and show up for my kids over the years. You know, we can't uh we can't be too busy to actually live our life. And God reminds us in Ephesians 5:15 through 17 to be careful how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. That just means that He wants us to enjoy. He wants us to enjoy life. He wants us to be doing what He created us to do. We can build, we can hustle and grow, but don't forget why you started. Knowing your why is something that's super important. What drives you? Protect your time like it's your most valuable asset because at the end of life, people rarely wish for more money. They wish for more time with their loved ones. A couple of more references can be found in Ecclesiastes 5:10. That was actually my verse of the day today. It was really good. Psalm 118:24 and James 4:14. So go, be present, enjoy the moment, spend time with your family, and take the trip, eat the cake, go to dinner, just have fun because the days are long, but the years are short. Until next time, friends.